Okie doke, different day, same hat, different t-shirt. Quite like that one. And the question today is, who are we now? Because when we first started this lockdown, we all got locked away, and we were Dave, the driving instructor, Bill, the bus driver, Claire, the scientist, Karen, the checkout assistant. So we were all these people, and we were defined by the jobs that we did. And one of the things that I really don't like is when we're at a party or a gathering and somebody asks me, what do I do for a living? Because the conversation goes along similar lines of, yeah, I'm a driving instructor. Oh, but you've got nerves of steel. Yeah. I bet you could tell some funny stories. Yeah. Let me tell you about my driving test. And it goes down that same pattern every time. And one day, I will say it, and I'll say, I'm from the planet Arcturus, and with the help of Archangel Michael, I am here to find truth and to raise the consciousness of the planet and all its inhabitants. And I know I'll get that look that says, haven't a clue. And I'll have to revert back and say, all right, I'm a driving instructor. Oh, but you got nerves of steel. Yeah. Okay, and it's small talk, it's what we do. But what we do is we ask people what they do so we can categorize them and we can put them in a box. It's what humans do best. I watched a quiz program once, and somebody was asked what they do for a living, and he said, I'm an unemployed plumber. Now, if you think about that, he's not a plumber at all. He's unemployed. Doesn't matter what job he did, he's unemployed, but he's an unemployed plumber. And first you think, well, he's fooling himself, but also he's limiting himself because he's unemployed, but he's got plumbing skills, he's got plumbing experience, but he's also got other experience and skills that he can share. You know, he's maybe a dad, he's maybe a husband, he's a son, he's a footballer, he's a builder, he's worked on a building site, he's done other things, he's got so much to give. But our perspective of life comes because we value it from up here. So in other words, we only use the senses that we need on a daily basis to be human, which is the five senses we've got. But if we started opening our heart a bit more, and we brought in other senses and other feelings and other ways of communicating and working out vibrations, if you like, then what we realize is that we're not the people that we're categorized as. That actually what we are is a point in time living an experience. So we're all part of the same universal vibration of endless possibility. Okay. And I understand that this is probably going above some people's heads now. But if we open this and become more heart-centered, then we'll feel things a lot more deeply. So we can then start to value things based on how we feel about them rather than what we saw, which can be fooled, what we heard. So we now feel it. And we are at a point in time where there is a global awakening going on. So there's a rising consciousness going across the whole of the planet. And certainly in these difficult times, you could argue that that's necessary, and it certainly is. But that rising consciousness is not going to come from thinking in the brain. It's going to come from opening the heart and expanding our awareness so that we feel the truth. Because the truth can't necessarily be seen or heard, but it can be felt. It doesn't change. It has a vibration and a frequency all of its own. So what we need to do is stop categorizing based on what the brain sees, thinks, hears. What we need to do is start feeling things more open. And it's only by opening the heart and feeling from the heart more that then we can question things. And we can ask the questions, does this feel like the truth? Or is there something not right about what I'm experiencing? Okay, so when we all get back out, maybe we'll go back to the jobs we were doing before, but we'll be different people.